Hey, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. Today, we're going to talk about sinsot, okay, which is a payment to the parents of the woman, the Thai woman that you are marrying. Some people think it's a dowry. It's not really, but there was a letter on Thai visa recently, and I thought it was very interesting because it just goes to show that, well, in this particular case, the guy clearly doesn't know anything about the culture and shouldn't be getting married. But let me read the letter. He says, I met this woman 14 months ago. She's now 30 and I'm 45. When we first met, I was reluctant about dating, online dating, to a point, but open in a sense that you never know. We talked for about 4 months and decided to meet. I flew to Chiang Mai to meet her and spent 2 weeks there. I met her mother, her daughter, and some of her other family. We fell in love during this trip. I would say stop right there. I mean, maybe you fell in lust, maybe you fell in like, but I don't know. What do I know? I've only been married for 15 years, I then flew there later again last year and we became engaged. Goody. She is a wonderful woman and a good mother. She has a 5-year-old daughter. The father isn't around. She had a quick marriage before her daughter was born for birth certificate reasons. Then divorced later. Doesn't make sense to me, but sinsot is now becoming the major issue we deal with. We are engaged and love each other very much. I love her daughter as if she was mine. I've been supporting all of them, including her mother, for over a year. 1,500 smackaroonies US each month. Sending extra at times to help keep her daughter in a nice school, etc. The 1,500 has been certain and she can always count on it. Now that we want to marry, her mother insists I pay sinsot. I make good money and overall I can deal with paying it. The issue is I cannot do it all at one time. It's hard to save for a big Thai wedding and sinsot. She believes her mother will deny the wedding if the sinsot is not paid in full at the wedding time. I suggested maybe over 3 months. The fact is I cannot keep us together sending her 1,500 US a month on top of my bills and save for a wedding. I love her and she loves me, but it seems that this is going to end us. Any insight from anyone? Now, at this time there are 10 pages of responses, and I will give my response. Tell the mother that in your culture, the woman's family pays and see how she reacts. $1,500 is a hell of a lot of money for a Thai woman who you basically have spent very, very little time with and you only know through the internet. She's 30 years old, she has a child, and really nothing should be paid. It's time for her to stand up to her mother and say, I love him, he's taking good care of us, we're getting married. I know some may disagree, but she already has a child with another man and nothing should be paid at all. A Thai man wouldn't pay a single satang. Neither should you. Be willing to walk away or be taken advantage of. The choice is yours. Now, I will say that sometimes what people do is they'll put up 100 or 200,000 baht with the agreement that that money is coming back to them immediately when the wedding is over, and then that saves face. Okay, but first of all, 1,500 bucks, man, the guy doesn't say anything about her working. There's no reason why she can't work. I mean, She can go work as a waitress. She can work in a department store selling clothes. There's all kinds of things that she can do. And the mother's around. It would seem that the mother can watch the daughter. So if she's earning, say, $10,000 a month, well, then maybe he could give her an extra 10 grand. But you know, that's about 50,000 baht that he's giving her. She lives in Chiang Mai. I'm sure she can get by on far less than that. And I think that when it comes to the Sinsot, I think that many people are just completely lost. If a woman has a child, then you're not supposed to really pay anything. If she's been married before, sorry, not supposed to pay anything. You know, there's a lot of reasons why you don't have to pay. And one thing that always strikes me and rubs me the wrong way is that why should you give into their culture, but they are not willing to, or let me rephrase that. Why should you abide by their culture if they're not going to abide by yours? Now, usually the woman's father will pay for the wedding. So, I don't know if she has a father or not, but shouldn't the mother pay for the wedding? I mean, hey, in my country, that's how it's done. And you can say, well, we're living in Thailand, but so what? Then let's get married in America. I mean, you know, whatever. Let's get married somewhere else. It is possible. So to give up your own culture or to put your culture aside for somebody else's, to me, seems a little bit foolish. The one thing that I think, personally, I think my wife and I have done pretty well is that I try to respect Thai culture with her and how she feels, and she tries to respect my culture and how I feel. And I think that's very important. And I actually think that, now that I think about it, that's probably one of the reasons why we get along and we've been together so long, is because she's willing to let me tell her what the deal is, and most of the time she will abide by what I say, and I'm willing to let her tell me what's the deal if I don't know what it is about Thailand. And I am always willing to listen and always willing to abide if I find it reasonable. So I think that's really important, but this is just, you know, I just don't understand it. And, you know, I got nothing else to say, you know. It's like one after another, after another, after another. Anyway, โชคดีและเจอกันใหม่